It's Portland Bulldogs boys basketball on WPPS, brought to you by the Portland Public Schools. Promise, prepared, and empowered. Now we send you to the broadcast booth with Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt. Good evening. It's Friday the 13th, January 13th, here at Oxford Hills for tonight's boys basketball action between the Portland Bulldogs and the Oxford Hills Vikings. This is Steve Schwartz along with Frank Myatt. Look, Frank, after the last game, one of the most exciting games of this season and for years, Portland out of the frying pan into the fire, comes into Oxford tonight. Oxford is now ranked third. Portland is ranked first.
Yeah, and a fantastic win for the Bulldogs Tuesday night down in Saco against a hot Thornton Academy team. They just beat the consensus best team in the South. Now they're up against the preseason favorite for the second time at Oxford Hills.
We're going to be looking for Pulkkinen and Pelletier tonight. The 1-2 punch. Pelletier actually with 18.5 points a game. Pulkkinen with 14 points a game. And Shaw with 10.5 points for good measure. It's a well-rounded, disciplined Oxford Hills team.
Yeah, the name of the game tonight, Steve, is going to be defense. These guys can score. I would look for Portland to maybe change it up a little bit. They played a lot of zone last game, and Oxford Hills really carved that up in the second half. If Portland can shoot well, take care of the basketball, and close out on Oxford Hills' big three, they'll be right with the Vikings all the way.
So, folks, all year long, the same as Thornton, Oxford has scored at least 60 points a game, except in a couple of games. And one of which they lost against Lewiston, their only loss of the year. They're 9-1. The other against Portland, where they won by 1 point after Portland dominated throughout most of the game. So, the name of the game, keep a low-scoring game, and Portland can be in it.
Yep, ugly is good for the Bulldogs.
Folks, we're going to bring you all of the action in a moment. So, starting lineups, Brady Torr will be introduced. Of course, Remy Giovanni, I'm just going to say, Patia Donato, Jesse Kamas, Kennedy Charles will be the starting lineup for Portland, Frank.
Yeah, Remy Giovanni coming off a fantastic 20-point performance at Thornton Academy. Kind of looked like old Remy Joe that we've seen in the past. We'll hope he keeps that momentum going tonight against the Vikings.
The Vikings will start Cole Pulkkinen, Tegan Pelletier, Elias Soren, Holden Shaw, and Tanner Bickford, all of whom are having a great year this year.
Pulkkinen, fantastic senior point guard. He is the straw that stirs the drink of this team. He's a great point guard who can get his team into an offensive look. He can hit some shots when he's open. Really, I would say the envy of AA North. Also led scoring in the first matchup by scoring 14 for the Vikings.
Fair enough. And Holden Shaw is averaging 10.5 points a game, so that's their big three. Elias Soren is averaging 7 points a game. And Portland held them to 6.
Soren also a Fitzpatrick Trophy finalist along with Kennedy Charles.
Well, that's going to be fun to see. Soren is number 13, Kennedy Charles number 2. Doesn't mean they'll be guarding each other on the floor, and we don't really expect that tonight.
Head coach for the Vikings, Scott Grafford, assistant 5, Joel Farrow, Shane Spicer, and Pat Carson. Tonight's officials, Ken William, Byron Watson, and Paul Gandel. If you would now please stand, remove their hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
So, a nice rendition of the national anthem. We're going to stay with you until tip-off. Frank, some interesting news out of the Maine Principals Association today, in which there was evidently an edict, if you will, that next year there will be no Class AA, and there will be a Class A, of which Portland will once again be in the South with about 15 teams.
Yeah, for me, Steve, I've kind of getting used to saying Class AA now. I always referred to Portland as a Class A program. This realignment will get it back to much more what basketball in Southern Maine was like probably, what do you say, about 10 years ago. SMA scheduling, likely closed scheduling, with more of those traditional Southern Maine matchups and traditional regions with Bangor, Hamden, and the like in the north.
Depending on how playoffs, shake out in the years to come, this may be the last regular season game that Portland plays in this school in a long time. And you can see it's a packed house. It's what they do in South Paris on a Friday night.
Yep, Portland's out in man-to-man. Pelletier guarded by Donato.
Yep. Now, number 5 is actually not on our roster, but it's going to be one of the, we'll have to do it by process of elimination. Shaw throws it up. I would say it's going to be Tanner Bickford. If not, it's going to be a very interesting night tonight.
Nice take there by Patia Donato. Caught the off arm from Tegan Pelletier. That'll be the first turnover and her first foul.
Well, get the big guys in foul trouble early, and it might mean something. You did it at Thornton Academy.
We saw Will Davies pick up 2 early first quarter fouls, and he had to spend a good chunk of the second on the bench.
Here's Donato inside. Oh, he finds Kamas, but through his hands.
Yeah, right idea. Kamas just couldn't get a hand on it.
A packed house tonight. Not much of a Portland student section that we can see.
Yep, nice break there by Soren. Good work by Bickford.
The rebound, Patia Donato. Still with the ball. Inside. Well, there's a man who wants to score tonight. Running and gunning, Cole Pulkkinen quickly over half court. He's got Kennedy Charles on him. That's who they're choosing to defend to neutralize the very potent Cole Pulkkinen.
Yeah, Portland putting their quickest defender, Charles, on him.
Rebound, Remy Jowani. Outlet. Push. Kennedy Charles will throw it up. Whoa, that's a foul.
That'll be first on Kamas.
Little enthusiasm from the other side of the stadium.
Yep. And here's full court man-to-man from Portland.
And over half court is Elias Soren. He's got Brady Toer on him. He slides through. Well, Soren up. In and out. Jesse Kamas at the rebound.
I think Oxford Hills like that matchup, the size advantage.
Pushed down by Toer to Charles. Back to Toer beyond the arc. Here comes Remy Jowani. To Kamas.
Yeah, all ball. Nice block there by Soren, but Shaw will be called for foul on the follow.
A lot of action there, including an offensive rebound by Jesse Kamas. And he's
Bickford's foul. At least we believe it's Bickford.
Yeah, we're not hearing much. They don't announce it. Neither does Thornton, by the way.
Of course, Bickford listed as 42 on our sheets, as he was in the first game. But I don't see a 42 on their bench.
Jesse Kamas hitting another foul shot. He taking over where he left off in the last game. Very, very important foul shots in Thornton Academy.
Yeah, you can see in crunch time, Jesse Kamas pretty much ran to the foul line. He wanted those shots down to Thornton.
Pelletier on the break. Neutralized by Donato. 2-on-2 here. Meaning Charles on Pulkkinen. We have a turnover.
Yep, second for the Vikings.
Do we have any yet for Portland?
I have one for Portland.
Here we go, 2-1. Right now, they have double the turnovers. That's a good percentage. Oh, Camus was looking for the cutter and just didn't have him.
Yeah, he elevated to shoot and then tried to snap it down to Brady Toer, and it was right over his head.
Yeah. So CM Esposito is going to check in for him.
That nice
My
defensive
goodness.
play.
When you have a football player on the court, that's what you get.
Matt Kennedy Charles playing defensive back there.
Pelletier. Well, is this a three? It's a three-shot foul.
Yep, that's going to be on Toer. Costly foul early on. His Pelletier's shot was well off the mark.
So 3 fouls, 10. Beyond the 3, there will be 3 shots.
Pelletier, it's the first.
And that is the first bucket for Oxford. Almost 3 minutes into the first quarter here. 4-1 is the score. Dogs in front.
Of course, Pelletier is best known for his heroics against Edward Whittle in the regional final. He hit the buzzer beater off a missed John Shea foul shot to send the Vikings to the Class AA state championship game.
We were there on the floor for that game, and we've had a chance to see this Oxford team. He sinks 2 out of 3. Comes with the rebound. Here's Charles on the break. He could not convert. Pepito Garamgisha's in for Portland, and if he does what he did in Thornton, just like that, he's going to come in and make a difference. 2-0, 6-2, 4-point Portland lead. Inside, posting up there is Holden Shaw. Pelletier in
nice
traffic.
defense there by Donato and Esposito. Sam can't quite save it.
Wow. I hate to see Esposito go down like that because of football, but he is tough. He's a great young man.
Sure is, and I hate to see him go down like that because he's a very good javelin thrower in the spring.
The coach.
Yeah, nice angle there by Shaw.
Well done. It's 6-4. It's a 2-point Portland lead. Garamgisha over half court. He's got Pulkkinen on him. Very tightly defended. Here's Sam Esposito to Pelletier Donato.
Yep.
Well,
Nice
jumper
bucket
home.
there.
Excuse me?
Nice jumper, nice elevation by Charles.
Yeah, very much so. Well, of course, he's done that all night. I mean, that really interception that he had on the other way was just like a defensive back.
Yeah, pure athleticism.
The defensive back that he is, by the way, along with being quarterback. And here's Bickford now in the corner. Pulkkinen, no look pass to
Nice
Shaw.
dish. Yep, great cut by Pulkkinen and a great unselfish pass.
That's right, and actually it's 8-6. Dogs in front still. Here's Donato.
Yeah, nice deflection by Sam.
Pulkkinen comes up with it.
God, what a pass.
And Remy Giovanni comes up with it.
Pep for 3.
Garamgisha for 3. Charles inside, gets the rebound. He's got Wani for 3. Wow, we have a foul on Oxford.
Yep.
Number 13 is my guess.
Nope. 5. Bickford, his second. Vikings second.
Yep, so 23 and 35 will check in. Jake Carson and Lincoln Merrill. As Camus will check back in for Sam Esposito. Pelletier Donato has Pepito Garamgisha. Pepito is going to be beyond the arc here, close to half court. Just under 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. 8-6 is the score.
That Portland's got to reset here.
Remy Jowani.
Matchup I think they like.
Fall away. Oh, nice putback by Kennedy Charles.
Did Kennedy touch it?
He did. I'd give him the 2.
Well, I'm not sure. See, if he touched that, it was definitely in the cylinder and should have been goaltending. Which is what Coach Grafton was very upset about. I will be interested to see how that was officially scored.
Yeah, I know. Well, we might have to check that at halftime before we wrap for you at half. High off the glass. Pelletier does not fall. Canvas with the rebound, but a steal. Donato with the foul.
Patia's first. Bulldogs second. Bulldogs third, that is. With 2 more foul shots for Tegan Pelletier.
10-6 is the score right now with 1:57 left in the first quarter. Portland's in front by 4. Pelletier with a chance to cut that lead, and he does. And let's see who's checking in for Oxford here. If I can read his uniform.
Yep. Esposito with the rebound off the miss.
Jowani. Number 11 is Brendan Palmer. High off the glass, it doesn't fall. Intercepted.
Nice steal.
Guerin Gisha in the corner now. Charles. Portland is getting some good looks. They're not getting off good. They're not scoring. They're getting off good shots. It's not falling for them.
And it's one of those things, Steve. Shooting percentage will eventually regress to the norm. So in this case, progress to the norm.
It's 10-7 right now. It's a 3-point Portland lead.
And 2-3 zone by Oxford Hills.
Effective.
And seems like they just switched to it.
Too hard. But Charles with the rebound, and they'll regroup again.
Nice dish.
There's Wani inside, but he puts it down. I wonder
inside
about
out.
that.
We're going to count the
foul,
basket.
And it could be a 4-point play.
Foul be on 35, Lincoln Merrill. His
first.
third. Oxford's third.
Me. So it's interesting. The shot's good, but
the foul's on the floor.
Yeah. Okay, so I think Coach Grafham is a little apoplectic here.
The Vikings playing a little bit sloppy here. You'd expect them to be the cleaner team. You said earlier, the ugly game favors Portland at this point.
I've heard that before, I think, from Frank Myatt.
And Drew Vayu's checked in for Portland. We'll have another foul on Merrill. His second in the last 10 seconds.
And we're going to quickly have Holden Shaw checking in for him. Tower all the way in the corner, but brings it back out again.
Yep, Tower hit a couple threes against Oxford Hills in the first matchup.
I mean, he had the right idea. I mean, if he was open, he would have taken it.
He's got to keep the defense honest.
Yeah, here's Vayu over everything.
A nice fight inside by Esposito and Charles, but it falls to Straw.
In the corner here. 13-7 is the score, folks. 20 seconds left in the first quarter.
I think Oxford Hills, they're still going to attack.
Get that board.
Nice hands there by Vayu to deflect. It rolls off Holden Shaw. It'll be Portland basketball.
So we have 11.2 seconds left here in the first quarter. We'll see what Portland does. Toro will go over half court with Pulkkinen on him. We have a, whoa.
Loses it.
Yeah, well, that was a heads-up play by Pulkkinen. And that's how you get it done. And they come to within 4 at the end of the first quarter with the score. Portland Bulldogs 13, Oxford Hills Vikings 9. We are back for second quarter action here at the home of the Oxford Hills Vikings. Steve Schwartz, Frank Myatt, Tori Bachman on camera for WPPS TV3, bringing you Portland High School boys basketball all year long. Graham Geisha now. Tia Donato inside, floats it in. Again, getting shots but not falling.
Yeah, kind of a tough angle there. He'll be replaced by Remy Giovanni.
And Brady Tower is going to check back in, and we'll see who he replaces. It looks like it'll be Pepito Graham-Geisha. And for the first time tonight, we'll see Kevin Rugabira.
Yeah, Rugabira was in double figures, 10 points against Oxford Hills the first time.
Yeah, and he'll replace, I think, Kennedy Charles. Here's Pulkinen. In the corner is Bickford. Posting up is Pelletier. Takes the shot. Doesn't fall. Veyu with the rebound.
Yeah, a little confusion on that defensive possession, Steve. Looked like some of Portland's players are playing zone, some man-to-man.
Sam Esposito to Brady Tower in the corner. And another steal, the exact same way that the first quarter ended.
Yeah, Palkinen's figured that out. Nice block there by Remy Joe, but we'll have a foul. We'll see who it's on. It'll be on Esposito. Sam's first, Portland's fourth.
And Jesse Camas and Patia Donato will check in for Sam Esposito and Drew Veyu.
Nice minutes from Drew Veyu there. Close out the first and open the second.
Pelletier is going to be fouled on the shot. He's going to be shooting two at the line. Could be Donato. Let's see.
That's Brady Tower.
Yes, it is. His second. Team's fifth. 5 fouls for both teams.
2 more shots for Pelletier.
So 4 points tonight for Tegan Pelletier so far, all in foul shots. Patia Donato cannot convert.
Good luck, Rugabira.
Does not fall. The rebound to Bickford. 13 is Soren. Soren has Patia Donato on him. Pulkinen has Rugabira on him. So,
yeah, I think there's a matchup they like. Pelletier guarded by Rugabira. Nice roll. And good rotation by Remy Giovanni to come up with the steal.
And Wani will bring it over half court. Tia Donato is going to find Brady Tower. Tower drives. Camas out to Tower. Whoa, nice fake behind the back. Rugabira on the left. In and out. Well, a great pass.
Nice steal again by Remy Giovanni. They're going to call him for a travel, though. So he stood up with the basketball. Right idea.
So Pepito Graham-Geisha now will check in for Kevin Rugabira. 13-10 is still the score here. Portland in front by 3. 5:48 left here in the second quarter. Oh, coast to coast, Tegan Pelletier.
And nobody stepped in front.
Yeah, right, and and a steal. We'll see if we get a Portland timeout here shortly. Bickford from downtown. Tia Donato loses it again. Portland a little bit frazzled, I'd say. And Jake Carson is going to check in for Tanner Bickford. 5:13 left here in the first half.
Yeah, official's going to have a word with the student section.
Well, from here, it looks like good, clean fun, but we're not, down there.
Yeah, chances are, I'm guessing that was a one-off comment to the officials he went by.
Well, I don't like, another steal.
Another
steal.
Yeah, again, if Oxford Hills weren't matching Portland turnover, they'd be able to put them away.
Not that I like to see the officials get yelled at by anybody, but they can at least take it. I'm glad that it wasn't a student that they were speaking to, or a player. We've seen many a matchup on this court, Frank. I've seen wrestling tournaments as well. Here's Wani from downtown. Yes.
Just the way they drew it up.
Yeah, his first points of the game, 16-12 is the score, and that kind of thing is going to happen for Portland to win tonight.
Yep, that's a third foul on Toer.
Yep. Early foul trouble here. Pito Garam-Gisha and Sam Esposito set to check in after the first shot here, I would say, of Elias Soren. He's yet to score tonight. Until now. So Toro will take a seat. Kamas will take a seat.
How often, Steve, have we seen a basketball matchup with two Fitzpatrick Trophy finalists on the floor?
Not many.
2 out of 3, and he makes 2.
So 16-14 is the score. 4:42 left in the first half. We are back. Remy Joe Wani to take it out now with 4:42 left in the first half.
Here's the zone press from Oxford Hills, 2-2-1. Portland struggled mightily with this in the second half of that first matchup.
They got to get it over. There we go. Kennedy Charles thinks about it, thinks better of it. Gets it to Patia Donato, outside to Garam-Gisha.
Carson had the rebound. Good look for Soren.
Yeah. He can hit the three, we know that. The rebound, Garam-Gisha.
Stolen. Soren has read that all the way. Nice pass, bucket for Pelletier.
It's a tie game, 16-16. 4 minutes, 1 second left in the first half.
Again, Portland struggling with that pressure. Out of bounds. 11 turnovers.
Yep, another turnover.
Steve, it's the old adage that teams that press don't like to be pressed. We're seeing it again tonight.
Nice pass to Pelletier and a block.
Yeah, I think they say he got him with the body. I'm not a real big fan of that one, though. I don't know. Guess that's why you and I are up here and not calling the game, Steve.
I guess so. I can tell you this, Coach Russo doesn't like it either. Pelletier puts the Vikings ahead by 1.
First lead of the game for Oxford Hills.
Remy Joe Wani. Yep. Well,
That'll be on Shaw.
That'll be his first.
Vikings 6th. So no more fouls to give. We shooting 1-1 on all defensive fouls from here to the end of the half. There's Oxford Hills with the 2-3.
Charles now looks for the pick from Esposito. Patia Donato from downtown. Does not hit. It will remain Portland ball. We don't record shooting percentage, but it cannot be very good for the Dogs right now.
No, by my count, 1 3-pointer, 2 3-pointers. One by Charles and one by Wani.
Charles inside.
Yeah.
Blocked. Wani. Here goes Rugabira. Well, to Donato underneath. So, nice assist by Kevin Rugabira. Puts the Dogs in front by 1. And now we create a situation where we have a possible seesaw as the trap is broken.
Portland's trying to show the zone pressure. 1-2-2 in the half court.
Shaw.
Good ball moving from Oxford Hills here, snapping it around.
Yep, Polkinen now with Rugabira on him. Pelletier will turn and shoot and hit. He's in double figures, 11 points. 19-18. Now the Vikings in front. Push down to Sam Esposito. Oh my goodness. It doesn't fall, but he's going to be shooting 2 at the line.
Yep, way to fight through the contact. And with the first foul on Jake Carson.
Oh, I thought he said 1-3. Is Soren even in there?
Soren's not, so 23.
Yeah. I should know better than to question you. 19-18 here. Sam Esposito misses the first one. Checking back in will be Elias Soren now for Brendan Palmer.
Maybe that was it, Steve. Maybe you saw him at the table.
I'm afraid so. So uncharacteristically missing both. And the rebound by Jake Carson and a steal. Wani inside. Converts. We're going to have a Vikings timeout with 2:16 left in the half, and the score, the Portland Bulldogs 20, the Oxford Hills Vikings 19. Pelletier to inbound, no full court press, but there'll be some half court pressure.
2-2-1 in both three-quarter court. Easy break.
Wow. Polkinen, who's only got 2 points here so far tonight, second leading scorer on the team. Pelletier pushes inside. The bucket goes to Shaw. And once again, an Oxford Hills lead, 21-20. Rugabira catches the ball. He's got it to Kamas. Kamas will be fouled. And of course, Pelletier says all ball.
Yeah, it's going to be body again.
Yeah, exactly. So you can say this: the officials are being consistent.
Yep, I thought that was a clean block as well.
But when it happens to you, you're not as happy about it as when it happens to the other team. Jesse Kamas at the line.
You mean you don't cheer for consistency, Steve?
Kamas uncharacteristically missed the first shot. Buries the second one to tie the score at 21. He's got 3 points tonight, all on foul shots. Polkinen pushes it up. Whoa. Pelletier is punching the ball.
Yeah. And again, nice scramble by Oxford Hills. Nice pass from Soren inside to Shaw.
And that's going to be a foul on Soren. So did you had that bucket as Jake Carson's or?
I had that as Holden Shaw's.
Holden Shaw's, rather? Okay. That's 8 for him. Pelletier will take a break. Wise move with 1:18 left in the first half. A 2-point Oxford Hills lead. Remy Jowani with a chance to tie it up. He does not. And Shaw with the rebound. Oxford Hills will take over the lead, chances are, depending on what Lewiston does tonight, if they beat Portland.
Yeah, a lot of heel points on the table in this game. Oh, nice hands by Remy Joe.
He threw it away. Polkanen almost dunks it. 38 seconds. It's a 4-point Oxford Hills lead, 25-21.
That 2-3 zone again from Oxford Hills.
Ugabira. Charles around one. Inside to Petit Donato. Inside to Jesse Thomas, reversing in.
Yeah, nice work by Jesse using the basket there as a defense against the block.
7 seconds left. It's a 2-point Oxford Hills lead. Charles is going to put it up. Oh my goodness gracious. Whoa. That's going to end the first half with the Oxford Hills Vikings 25, the Portland Bulldogs 23. So, Frank, at halftime, the Dogs are down by 2. I'm not so sure that Coach Russo would think that's a bad position to be in.
I mean, they held their own. Really, I would say, Steve, if I'm Coach Russo, I'm not happy about the 13 turnovers. Way too many turnovers. In a game against two of the more polished teams in Class AA North, you've got to keep it clean if you're going to expect to hold up to a team like this.
You know, they did hold Cole Polkanen, their second leading scorer, to 4 points. Tegan Pelletier, as you would expect, 11 points already. Holden Shaw with 8. Portland is led by Remy Jowani with 7 points and 4 rebounds. Next up, Kennedy Charles and Jesse Thomas with 5 apiece. Portland is going to have to find a way to get that ball in the bucket this second half.
And it starts with taking care of the basketball. We saw that, you know, we mentioned rebounds. Well, steals are big in this game too. Remy Jowani has 4 for the Bulldogs. On the other side, Elias Soren has 4 for Oxford Hills. Cole Polkanen has 4 for Oxford Hills. So Portland's turnovers seem to be leading to immediate baskets. They have to take care of the basketball and continue to play good, solid defense.
Folks, are going to bring you second half action in a moment. So we are back after the halftime break. Steve Schwartz, Frank Myatt. Inside right away. Shaw back out again to Pelletier.
Yep, Portland back to man-to-man. A little up, a little trap. They got it.
And a foul.
Yeah, a little bit of a frustration
Polkanen.
Foul on Polkanen. Kennedy comes up with his 3rd steal of the game.
Petit Donato to inbound off of that steal. Thomas to Charles. Freddie Torres steps out again. Charles in the corner.
Yeah, Bickford face guarding Remy Jowani. He's not helping at all off him.
Thomas. Oh my goodness. Wow. Fortuitous that Kennedy Charles was there for the putback. It's a tie game, 25 apiece. And Portland on the press here and causing a little bit of havoc. Fall back into their defense.
Got 2-3 zone from Portland. Good look for Polkanen.
It almost looked like a set shot. And the rebound to Petit Donato. Here's Remy Jowani. He's doubled.
Yeah, nice work splitting the double.
No look to Thomas. There you go. Bringing it home. A 2-point Portland lead, 27-25. The first buckets of the second half are Portland's.
Good
in
look.
The corner. Bickford. Well, that's going to fall out to Polkanen. Off the Portland player. Bickford now. Remy Jowani on him. Here's Pelletier.
Yeah, nice ball moving to the 5-hole.
Yeah, and they're going to call that a blocking foul. I'm not sure on whom. 24 or 14.
Really, Patilla Donato. Looks like he got the worst of that collision, too. He's kind of doubled over.
Pelletier sinks the first one. He can tie it up here with the second one. He's got a dozen points in this contest so far. Donato comes up with it. Pushed up to Charles. Charles to Tower. Yeah.
Lazy pass. Nice take by Soren.
Wow. Soren for 2. It's going to be Brady Tower's 4th foul, folks. And Pepito Garamgisha is going to check in for him. Coach Russo talking it over with Brady. The conversion by Soren. So it's a 2-point Oxford Hills lead, 29-27. Garamgisha to Wani. Wani. I'm not exactly sure what happened there.
Now, if he lost the handle or just got out of position, but that one's off the top of the basket support.
Push down to Shaw. Shaw spins. No call there. Is Pulkkinen inside to Pelletier.
Yeah, good look. Unselfish ball movement.
Yep. Wani with the rebound. Pushed up to Charles. Charles got Camus in the middle.
Wow.
And a perfectly timed block by Pelletier. Pulkkinen. So Oxford Hills has come back with a vengeance here, 31-27. Just under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
That little 6-0 run here in the last minute and a half.
Donato to Camus, throws it away.
Yeah, and another Portland turnover. They're up to 17.
Here comes Sam Esposito in. To 12 turnovers for Oxford Hills in this contest so far.
Yep, Portland really is not taking good care of the basketball.
Make it 13 though, as Patilla Donato has the ball. 31-27, Oxford Hills in front. Here comes Wani.
Oh, they're going to count the basket.
They're going to say continuation.
Yeah, Coach Grafham's not happy. That foul will be on Bickford, his third.
Does Coach Grafham have a point there?
Contact was definitely early. I don't know. You could say that the contact kind of rode him into the shot. I think he does have a point.
Well, Wani brings them to within 1 point. Oh my gosh. Pushed down hard by Elias Soren. It's a 3-point Oxford Hills lead, 33-30. Donato in traffic. In and out. Gets, no. Wow, that was a hard way to go down.
They're going to say the Portland got the timeout off.
I'm not seeing it. It's a
jump ball. They're going to go to jump ball. Arrow to Portland anyway. So wise decision to preserve the timeout. Another steal. Soren's been all over the place. Everywhere he needs to be for Oxford Hills.
And Pulkkinen with the push shot.
Yeah, that's going to be a foul on Esposito.
Nope. They're going to call a foul on Oxford Hills.
Wow, that'll be on Jake Carson.
Charles stops, shoots. Not a high percentage shot there. The rebound, Carson. Inside to Holt. Shaw, count the bucket.
Yeah, great body positioning by Holden Shaw. That foul will be on Esposito.
His second. Brendan Palmer will check in for Elias Soren, and Jesse Kamas will check in for Sam Esposito for the Vikings and the Bulldogs, respectively.
Yeah, just great movement by Holden Shaw on that possession. He got position, dove to the basket, and we'll have a violation. We'll shoot again.
And he doesn't miss that time. It's a 6-point Oxford Hills lead with 3:17 left in the third quarter.
Yeah, 11-3 Oxford Hills run in the last 3 minutes.
Ugabira.
That 2-3 zone here.
Oh my goodness.
He just needed to slam that home. He tried to play too finesse.
Charles is definitely fouled.
And they'll count it. Foul be on Tegan Pelletier, his third.
Team's fourth already here with 2:50 left in the third quarter. 4-point lead for the Vikings. Charles with a chance to cut into that by one.
Short.
And Pelletier with a rebound. And a turnover off the hands of Palmer.
That Vikings' 14th turnover.
And he'll be replaced by Elias Soren. Again, 36-32, a 4-point Oxford Hills lead, 2:38 left here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Pulkinen with that back tip again.
I know, that was a pass from Pulkinen to Remy Jawani. In the corner, Jesse Kamas, not this time. Wow. Oxford Hills. Smart move by Tegan Pelletier to draw that foul.
Yeah, and really good work by Jesse Camus. Jesse's second foul prevented just the easy putback. So we'll see Brady Toer go back in for the last 2:11 of the third quarter, playing with 4 fouls.
And that is the 2-1-1 with 2:11 left. Although I think it's 4-1-1, but the 2-1-1 is something.
It is tonight, at least.
Thomas will take that break.
Prong going with a smaller lineup. I would expect pressure here.
A 6-point Oxford Hills lead. 38-32, 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Charles beyond the arc.
Yeah, hand check before the shot. It'll be Pulkinen's second foul. 5th for the Vikings. So one more foul to give for Oxford Hills.
Pelletier will take a break. Lincoln Merrill will check in for him. Here's Patia Donato to Remy Jawani for the 3. Off, but Patia Donato's there. He's fouled, and he'll be shooting 2. My guess is Holden Shaw.
Yep, they'll say it's a foul on the floor.
Oh, it is on Shaw, but a foul on the floor will mean no foul shots.
Head coach Russo will protest. He'll talk to official Watson.
Here's Patia Donato. Charles. Oh, gosh.
Ruger was cold tonight, Steve.
I know, and those seem to be desperation shots.
Travel.
We have a travel going the other way. It's a little early for desperation.
I think that was exactly what they drew up. They inbounded to the foul line, and it was just kind of a pivot, a handoff to Ruger who stepped into a shot. I thought it was a good look.
Well, it would have been if it fell. Here's Toer. Giovanni inside. Rugabira outside to Toer.
Good look.
There you go. Just like it was drawn up, 38-35, Dogs within 3. Over half court, Charles. Wow, Pulkkinen is fast. Remy Giovanni with a rebound. 50 seconds left. Here's Brady Toer. Oh my gosh, what a move! Couldn't have come at a better time. 39 seconds left in the third quarter. It's a 1-point Oxford Hills lead. Backcourt. It'll be Portland ball. Coach Graffam, apoplectic.
Yep, 16 Vikings turnovers.
What I have is 18 or so for the Dogs. 35 and a half seconds left here. And Portland is down by 1, 38-37.
Bulldogs need one good possession here against the zone. Drew Veyu on the court, he's another effective shooter.
Rugabira way downtown. Oh, Veyu wanted it. He wants it again.
Off.
And the rebound, Lincoln Merrill. 4 seconds left. Almost on the shot by Elias Soren. So it's a 1-point Oxford Hills lead. It's anybody's game heading into the fourth quarter. We are back for the last 8 minutes of basketball tonight in regulation time. Steve Schwartz and Frank Myatt for WPPS TV3. Soren to take it in. Holden. Shaw with the good hands by Jesse Kamas.
Yeah, Portland seems to think it was deflected off Oxford Hills. Protest to no avail.
Tegan Pelletier. You'd think with 3 officials out there, someone would see that, but everybody has their own mechanic and their own assignment. Whoa!
Offensive. Soren just kind of ran over Brady Toer. That's Soren's second foul. Oxford Hills is 7th.
Way to take one for the team, Brady Toer. 15 seconds into the last quarter. 38-37. Oxford Hills in front. Here's Kennedy Charles. He's got Remy Giovanni cutting, and now he's got Patia Donato coming out to get the ball.
Yep, nice take.
Up and in. And fouled. And that's going to be on Soren, his third. And the Dogs take the lead, 39-38. Chance to make it a 2-point lead. You can see Coach LeGage talking with Brady Toer, veteran assistant coach and former head coach.
Yep, here's full court man from Portland. Trying to deny the inbound to Pulkin, he gets it anyway. I would expect Oxford Hills to go at Tower here. Brady has four fouls, see if they can get out a cheap fifth.
Wow. Pelletier is fast. And so is Polkinen, by the way. Two fast players here, very skilled.
Yep, there it is. Nice takeaway.
Intercepted by Remy Jowani.
Yep, they're trying to feed it into Soren.
Tower. Whoa. With an offensive foul on Remy Jowani.
Yep. He and Coach Russo incredulous.
Well, there are plenty of questionable calls to go around, according to the coaches and the fans. 39-38 is the score. Portland in front by 1, 6.5 minutes left. Oh,
yep, and
backdoor
there's the
inside.
Yep.
That'll be it for Brady Tower, I think.
It will be. He was just late on the rotation and undercut Soren.
So it's a 1-point Oxford Hills lead, and at the line will be Elias Soren to try to make it a 2-point lead. Kevin Rugabira is back in.
Soren hits double figures.
Soren.
Coach Graffin will take a timeout.
We will too, with 6.5 minutes left. 41-39, Oxford Hills in front. So here we go. Portland will take it down. No press. Kevin Rugabira. Over half court. Tia Donato bends over to pick it up.
Yeah, we'll pick and roll game with Donato and Remy Jowani. Patia puts it in for 2.
Tie game. 41 all. Pelletier.
Will be fouled by Kamas.
Intensity, fatigue and Pelletier. So Kamas.
That's Jesse's 3rd. Portland 7th, both teams in the bonus for the remainder of the contest.
Right now, Oxford Hills up by 1, make it 3. Pelletier having a game tonight. 44-41, 5:56 left. In the 4th quarter of this contest. Rugabira from downtown. Oh my goodness.
Got the shooter's row. We're going to have an off-ball foul as well. Count the basket.
That's
4 fouls on Pelletier.
Yeah, Tegan Pelletier's got 4. And he's going to, well, we'll see. Sam Esposito's going to come in for Kamas right now. Sam Esposito getting more minutes tonight in this very important game than he's seen perhaps this season. Kennedy Charles with the score tied at 44. Tegan Pelletier with the rebound. They'll bring it over half court. Oops, that's a foul.
Hand check.
His first foul of the night, but they will be shooting 1-1 from the line. Coach Rousseau cleaning up the floor himself. It's wet.
That nice offensive rebound by Pulkkinen. Follows his shot, gets the 2.
So it's a 2-point Oxford Hills lead, 5:25 left. We're going to be telling you the score frequently as well as the time left. Since we don't have that running time, that running graphic on our screen. It's going to remain blue ball, and that was Kevin Rugabera. Al Camus will come back in for Sammy Esposito. It'll remain Portland ball here.
I think Portland's going to want Camus here on the inbound. Denial. We get kind of a funky corner inbound here now.
Good hands of Holden Shaw.
That's going to be a tough inbound. Oxford Hills denies. They will not out of the zone.
Here comes Remy Jowani with the ball. Cole Polkinen on him.
Nice hands by Polkinen.
At an inopportune time. He wants to do it, you know that, and he has the capability of it.
Yeah, just good basketball IQ from Polkinen.
46-44. It's a 2-point Portland lead. Oxford Hills lead. Thomas will kick it out there.
Yeah, Coach Graffam furious that pass was late. They had the wide open look. I think holding the ball allowed Thomas to get in position. Speaking of getting in position, there's two from Soren.
Great night for him. And Rugabera now, we'll bring it over half court. Portland down by 4, 48-44, 4.5 minutes left. Tia Donato.
That'll be offensive foul on Patia, his third.
Joe Russo not happy with that call. Time is now on Oxford Hills' side. They have a 4-point lead. They have possession. 4:11 left. And that is the 4-1-1. Nice rebound by Remy Jowani. Over half court. And looking for instructions from Coach Russo. He's got Bickford on him. Patia Donato inside, stops, shoots, hits.
Nice little jumper there from Patia.
He hits double figures with 10 for the night. Kennedy Charles almost comes away with it, but it's a 2-point Oxford Hills lead. We'll stay here. 3:41 left in regulation of this game. It's a 2-point lead, Frank. You know, again, bring in the oxygen because, my goodness, this is just another game, a tight game.
Yeah, kind of big one down to the wire here. We saw it against Thornton Academy. Saw it against Chever's. Portland's getting used to playing in some of these high-pressure games. And as we saw against Thornton, they were able to close out that one. And as well against Chever's, just kind of hanging on through the end. Really, I think if you're Portland High here, you got to hang out of the basketball. Those bad turnovers are just going to get costlier and costlier here as we're under 4 minutes to play. And if you're Oxford Hills, kind of play tough defense. Force Portland to, take contested shots. Don't leave Kevin Rugabera alone in the corner. But I think we should be in for some exciting basketball down the stretch.
Both teams with 9 fouls. So on the next foul, we'll have a double bonus. And that will mean 2 shots at the foul line, not 1 and 1.
And for Portland, they're going to have to do this without their point guard. So I'm sure Coach Russo giving instructions about whose job it is to get the team settled into the offense. And they'll come out with full court man-to-man press. Stationary inbound.
Here's the open player. Shaw over half.
Somebody's going to jump that with the big man, bring the ball up.
Three and a half minutes here. Just a 2-point lead.
That nice defense there by Remy Jowani, and it will be off Soren. Yeah, and after discussion, they'll change their minds. Yeah, I definitely had Remy Joe for a block. I don't know about you.
Well, I had him on the block, but Coach Graffam, again, absolutely just beside himself, even when they called the ball in the possession of his own player there. And again, 3:19 left, 48-46. It's a 2-point lead, and they're going to pull it out. No reason to work too fast here.
Yeah, again, if you're Oxford Hills, good, solid possessions. No crazy shots.
Whoa. That's off. Rugabera with the ball. He'll take it over half court. So he's going to be the ball handler. Kennedy Charles. Remy Joe Wani.
Yeah, they're just going to let him go to work here. We'll have a blocking foul. No shot, according to Watson. Foul on the floor. If that's Pelletier, that's going to be 5.
He's done for the night.
And it is. Very costly foul there for the Vikings.
With 2.5 minutes left, their best player takes the bench. Now they bring in Jake Carson, who's had a good night. Well, some good minutes, I should say.
And Coach Russo will take a timeout.
2.5 minutes left here. Kevin Rugabera is at the line. I think he's shooting 2 here. With 10 fouls on Oxford Hills.
Big foul shot from Rugabera.
Right, he can tie it with this one. Short. The rebound. Holden Shaw. Pulkinen over half court.
Yeah, they're
Holden.
helping off Shaw.
2:12 left. It's a 1-point Oxford Hills lead.
There's that tough in-your-face man-to-man defense. A lot of help when Shaw steps out.
Yeah. Here comes Bickford.
Oxford Hills not stalling here, just being patient.
Soren. High up. Doesn't fall, but the rebound, oh my goodness. Comes the other way.
Yeah, I wasn't sure that Soren had reestablished inbounds, but apparently he had. Ball went right through Carson's hands. Bulldog basketball.
Dogs down by 1. 1:24 left. Not much time. A very important possession.
Big look.
Counters for 3. Doesn't fall. The rebound to Soren.
Taken away by Wani.
Oh, interception.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. All right, well, I thought they were going with the offensive foul, but that'll be a travel. I don't know, we'll take a clean jump stop to me, Steve, but we're pretty far away up here. Coach Russo looks like he'll be taking a timeout.
We're going to take a timeout ourselves. 1:05 left. The Vikings are up by 1. They will have possession after the traveling call. Turnover by Portland, who just has too many tonight. Over 20.
Yeah, I got 21 by my count, even 20 for the Vikes. So stationary inbound off the turnover. Full court man from Portland. I would not be surprised to see them kind of trap on the inbound if they like the possession.
Pulkinen comes up with it.
Yeah, it's smart. Clear out. Let the point guard take over. Be just a one-man press breaker.
55 seconds left.
See you guys. Varsity up.
At what point do you look to foul?
It's got to be pretty soon. At this point, probably still looking to jump these passes.
40 seconds.
Yeah, I think you're going to come out and foul at this point. At least trap.
Well, it was
Yeah, here's the
31
trap.
seconds.
Get the ball.
Back
Yeah, got to foul now.
They wanted to.
Got to foul. Yep, as Thomas comes over and does it with 22 seconds left.
And Jake Carson will put it up. Anyway you strike it, it's a one-possession game. That's going to be on, I think, Thomas, his fourth. So shooting 2 here will be Jake Carson. First one misses. You see a timeout off of this shot?
I think so on a make. On a miss, I think they'll try to advance it, get the ball into the front court, and then call the timeout. Nope, looks like they're just going to run it through anyway.
Corson, but now we have a press here, and now we will have a timeout as Joe Russo sees what they're going to do. We're going to stay with you. 22.4 seconds. Maybe a little too premature for the student section to say it's all over, because who knows?
I think they were saying talk it over off the timeout, which Coach Russo will certainly do. He has one timeout left by my count. That's a big number, because they will be able to call one if they get into trouble off a trap or into trouble in another situation to avoid a turnover. I'm sure Coach Russo at this point is setting up what he wants to do when he gets the ball advanced. I would expect Oxford Hills to show maybe a little token one-man pressure here just to force Portland to put the ball on the floor. That way they can't roll the ball the length of the backcourt and preserve time. With 22 seconds left, that's still an eternity to get the ball into the front court, run a play. If it doesn't hit, maybe even have a secondary option. For Portland, I would expect to have Kevin Rugabir spotted up in a corner. And if Oxford Hills helps off him, I would not be surprised to see him get the ball, kind of like we saw at the end of the Edward Little game, where Remy Jowani drove the lane, ditched the corner, Rugabiro made the game winner.
Well, here we go. Do you feel like they've got their best shooters on the court right now?
It certainly looks that way. I would expect the ball in Remy Jowani's hands as soon as they get the ball across.
If they get the ball across.
Wani will have the baseline to run. It's going to be a zone press. Charles gets it across. Here's Wani. This is what you want if you're Portland. Ball in your best player's hands.
Donato is fouled.
And he'll go to the line with a chance to tie it.
It'll be on Polkinen, his third.
2 massive foul shots here for Patia Donato.
In fact, if he doesn't make the first one, he's going to have to miss the second one. Perhaps.
Just under 8 seconds.
Oh, I'm sorry. I see on the scoreboard 1.9.
He may try to miss it anyway if he misses the first. Got it.
Can of corn for Patia Donato. He's in double figures tonight.
Short. Portland needs a timeout here, and they get the timeout off.
Wow.
Kennedy
3.9 seconds left. Oh, my goodness.
That massive rebound by Kennedy Charles there, Steve. Sacrifice of the body, gets on the floor. Portland retains possession, and another chance to win this game.
And now, not just a chance to tie it, but a chance to win it.
It will be a sideline inbound as Coach Graffam checks with the officials so he can draw up his defense. 4 seconds left in the game. Still a whole bunch of time if you're Portland offensively. No need to rush.
And the best percentage shot could be an inside shot, right?
Yeah, they do not need a 3. If Oxford Hills extends out, slash it to the hoop, may get you a bucket.
Friday Night Lights here in South Paris, Maine. Remy Giovanni to take the ball in. The crowd on its feet. We will too.
Yeah, we're going to have to be on our feet to see over the crowd. I'd look for this ball to come back to Remy Joe. Lob, Petilla, he'll be fouled.
With 2.5 seconds left. Oh my goodness. Portland could win it on foul shots. He hit 1 out of 2 the last time with just about a second ago.
And 1 out of 2 will tie it. If he hits them both, Dogs will take the lead.
Donato ties the score, 49-49.
So I believe Portland's out of timeouts. I think Coach Graffin will take one here on the make, or even on a rebound.
He misses it again.
There's a timeout.
So we're going to have an Oxford Hills timeout, 1.1 seconds left.
Yeah, well, and Steve, I think that Coach Grafham's not happy because a whole second ran off on that rebound. He's asking the officials to check the clock. I'm not really sure that they can. And unless they know exactly how much time's on, they'll have a little conference at midcourt. If you're Portland here, you got to deny the inbound. Try to get a deflection. A deflection would spell disaster for Oxford Hills. Vikings need a clean inbound, a second, maybe even go up to 2 seconds, depending on what the officials do on it. That's still plenty of time to put the ball on the floor, a couple bounces, get into better position, and get a shot off.
Well, let's see what they are going to do something.
No, they'll come over and talk to the clock operator.
I mean, it's a home clock. So I don't know that they're going to add any time to it. 1.1 seconds is where it's at.
Yep, both teams are out of timeouts.
So if you're Portland, you do not foul here.
No, absolutely not. Deflect, deflect, deflect. I think you'll see Petilla Donato guard the inbound closely. It will be a stationary inbound. He will not have the baseline to run. If Petilla can get a finger on the ball here, the clock starts running. No shot. We go to overtime.
There you have it. That's oh my goodness, Frank. So as we get ready for overtime, Oxford Hills has to do it without their all-state player, Tegan Pelletier.
Yeah, I think I would expect a lot of Pulkkinen and a lot of Soren shooting. So look for Portland to dedicate one of their better defenders to Soren defensively, especially closing out on him.
Players in foul trouble. Jesse Kamas has 4. Pulkkinen has 3.
I think we're going to jump again. Yeah, we'll jump again.
With only 1 second having come off the clock. Or maybe no seconds off the clock. I don't know what they're going to try to do.
It's a 4-minute overtime period in high school basketball. Yep, they'll reset to 4. So Coach Grafton gets his second back after all. Just not where he wanted it.
Kamas this time, well, the win goes to Bickford. Pulkkinen now with Charles on him.
Ooh.
Jesse Kamas
That's going to be 5.
Fouled out.
Yeah. He's trying to play straight up. I think he just kind of walked into Pulkkinen. So 2 shots for the senior point guard.
Sam Esposito is going to check back. Well, actually, Pepito Garamgisha is going to check in.
Yeah, Portland's going to go small. They're going to go guard heavy here.
The girls are returning successfully. They played Deering High School tonight and defeated them. They had 11 three-pointers.
And that tells you how late this game's going, Steve. It's a good hour trip from Portland up here to the Oxford Hills region, and the girls' team has already played, changed up, and come back.
So Pulkkinen hits 1 of 2. Wani with another rebound. And here is Pepito Garamgisha. 3:41 left. It's a 1-point Oxford Hills lead, 50-49, 3:36 left in this overtime. Oh, I thought Garamgisha wanted it.
2-3 zone here. Portland has 5 shooters on the floor. They're comfortable with any of these guys taking the shot. Can't have that.
Pulkkinen, great defense. And a foul.
Pulkkinen's the guy, Steve. The foul will be on Donato.
Patia, that'll be his 4th. Way too many turnovers tonight for Portland. 52-49. They can make it a 2-possession game with this bucket. 3:12 left, though. Pulkkinen, cool as a cucumber. Garamgisha over half court. Here comes Sam Esposito ready to check in. Rugabira. Garamgisha. Inside to Charles, outside to Pepito. It does not fall. We're going to have a foul.
And that's going to be 5 on Patia Donato. Nope.
No, it's on the other team.
That'll be in Oxford Hills.
It's going to be on Jake Carson.
Yep, Patia Donato back to the foul line.
So he can bring the Dogs to within 2.
Short.
Not hitting those important foul shots.
Now they're looking at about 50% in the final 3 minutes of this game.
Pepito Garamgisha will take a break. Number 21 is Sam Esposito checking in. And missing both ends of that. Pulkkinen now. Again, it's a 4-point lead for Oxford Hills. Pulkkinen over to Bickford. Bickford in, it doesn't fall. Esposito with the rebound to Donato. Portland is just wild right now.
Yeah. And we'll have a foul on Soren. That'll be 4 on him.
I mean, that is fortunate, but my goodness, Portland has got to just slow it down.
Yeah, and again, get a chance to get the heart rate down right here. If you're the Bulldogs, one of your better foul shooters at the line than Rugabira.
Except now. Garamgisha will replace Esposito. With this shot, Rugabira can bring the Dogs to within 3, and he does.
Back to a 1-possession game.
Well, scoreboard burped.
Of a foul on, so yeah, it'll be a block. Right call. Garamgisha got the worst of it, but he did create the contact.
His first of the night.
Soren headed down to the other end to shoot 2.
That's a 3-point lead. He needs to make 1 to make it a 2-possession game. 2:10 left. What an exciting game. Falls in. That's kind of the way it's been all night. Soren hits that.
Then we'll have a foul on Holden Shaw. We'll march to the other end for foul shots.
Wow, Shaw, his third foul. Referee's calling it tight here at the final minute.
Yep, another 2 foul shots for Petilla Donato.
Well, we'll see if it matters. Come on now. He's got to get a little more oomph on the ball. 54-50.
A little too much oomph on the ball. Again, just got to relax. Get a couple dribbles. Put your legs under your high release. A little bit of a funk here for Petilla. Good hustle.
Rebound, though.
Gives it away.
Again. Oh, my goodness. They're going to say Graham Geisha fouled to get that steal. A lot of action.
Instead, Graham Geisha will get a foul.
Pulkkinen at the line. 2:03 left. It's a 4-point lead.
Yep, there hasn't been a field goal made except for Soren's 2 in this entire overtime. It's just been a foul shooting contest for the last 2 minutes.
And the advantage has gone to Oxford Hills. Mostly by Pulkkinen.
You know, Steve, we said at the end of the first matchup that really feels like Pulkkinen, that senior point guard, senior presence, is really goes a long way for Oxford Hills. Petilla Donato will take a rest.
My goodness.
About a block
by Wani. Veyu with the ball, and he just intercepted, and we'll have a Portland foul.
Yeah, got to be strong with the basketball.
That's on Veyu. Every foul sends Oxford Hills to the line. It's a 2-possession game. If he makes both, they can make it a 3-possession game.
Yeah, and vice versa. I mean, every foul has sent Portland to the line, just haven't been able to convert. 1 of 6 in the overtime for Portland.
Bickford with his first bucket of the night could not have been any more important than now. Graham Geisha will come in for Drew Veyu. And that is it. It's a 3-possession game here. Bickford hitting 2 very important foul shots. 7-point lead, 1:48 left. Charles.
If you're Portland, you don't need a 3 here. You can attack the basket. Oxford Hills playing 2-3 zone to kind of pack in and prevent that. Either way, Portland's got to be efficient here. They got to attack.
That's in traffic. My goodness.
The timeout? Nope. Pressure.
That was the sloppiest and most exciting bucket I've seen. Kind of a Keystone Cops thing there. 1:12 left.
Yeah, got to be thinking trap here.
And the crowd wants a foul.
Yeah, and again, it's Kennedy Charles' hands all over that ball. The officials will talk it over.
It'll be
Portland ball. So big steal there created by Kennedy Charles with those deflections. Hands all over the place.
It's a 5-point lead. 57-52. 56 seconds left in the last minute.
Again, Portland doesn't need a 3, just need to attack. That's a good inside-out look, though.
Charles. Here's Wani. Again, Portland crashing down.
Yep, steal and a foul.
With 31.8 seconds. And that's on Donato. He's done for the night.
And it is.
Oh, I thought it was his
It
fifth.
is. Yep. They'll buzz the table again. Eddie Antonio will go in for Portland.
Head up, Katia, head up.
Antonio, supremely athletic. Sure, Coach Russo will want his athleticism here. He's got to go for a steal. He'll probably just be a ball hawk.
So a 6-point lead.
Coach Russo still with, I believe, both his timeouts for the overtime period.
Makes it a 3-possession game. Antonio with the ball over half court.
Yep. Right idea.
$25 seconds. Wani.
They're going to say he landed out of bounds. Oh. Coach Russo going to... yeah, the officials just pointed the wrong way. Okay. James Johnson will come in for Antonio. So I think a little offense-defense here. Antonio will go in on offensive possessions just to attack.
23.2 seconds left, 59-52, Oxford in front.
Johnson with a foul. So Bickford to the line again, shooting 2.
Well, it looks like this crowd is not going to leave here disappointed tonight. Almost bounced in, which is the way it's been going all night.
And again, you can see, as Bickford's trying to get his legs under him, these players are gassed. 32 minutes is plenty. We're coming up on 36 minutes.
Nevertheless, he sinks 1 of 2. It's an 8-point Oxford Hills lead with 20 seconds left.
Just got to get a shot off your Portland. Get it and go.
Wani. That's going to do it. 9.1 seconds left.
And Soren
Tonight.
wisely just letting the ball go. A little more time rolls off the clock.
The Dogs will lose.
Ruggiero will have the foul. 2 more foul shots for Bickford. But it's all over but the shouting here at Oxford Hills.
No points all game. 3 so far in overtime. Crowd will start to leave. Hits them both, so very, very efficient overtime here for Tanner Bickford. Ruggiero shoots the 3. It's not going to fall. That's going to be waved off. It's going to be a 10-point Oxford Hills victory tonight, 62-52. Catch the players shaking hands. We're going to wrap up for you in a moment. So, Frank, the Dogs lose tonight by 10 points, 62-52. If you're going to come into Oxford Hills Vikings house here and play a number 3 team that's beaten you once before, you can't come up short with respect to turnovers and foul shots.
That's exactly what happened to Portland tonight, Steve. Bulldogs with 25 turnovers, Vikings with 21. Overall, pretty sloppy game, but really the difference here, the Vikings hit 26 of 38 foul shots. Portland was 6 for 22. If you can make more foul shots your opponent takes, probably not going to lose the game.
In fact, that means a 68% foul shooting percentage for Oxford Hills, 27% for Portland, and that certainly was the difference here tonight. Now, Oxford Hills was led tonight by Tegan Pelletier with 17 points. Next up with 13, their second place shooter anyway, Cole Pulkinen, and also Holden Shaw. Coming in and getting some really crucial foul shots in overtime, Tanner Bickford with 5 points, all of them in overtime. Portland was led by Patia Donato with 12 points, and Remy Jowani had 10, 9 for Kennedy Charles, 8 for Kevin Rugabira, 7 for Jesse Camus. Remy Jowani also with about 9 or 10 rebounds. So a good effort, but just not enough tonight for Portland.
Yeah, and a hard-fought game for both teams. 32 minutes wasn't enough. We had to go to the overtime, and in that overtime, it was really just Oxford Hills beating Portland in a foul shooting contest. Vikings were 11 of 15. Portland only hit 1 foul shot out of 6 by my count in the overtime period, and that was really the difference.
And folks, that means that the chances are all really definite at this point that Oxford Hills will take over the number 1 spot depending on what happened with Lewiston. Their only loss of the year was to Lewiston, but they're now 10-1. The Dogs fall to 8-3, and that's how we're going to leave it up here tonight. This is Steve Schwartz along with Frank Myatt, Tori Bachman for WPPS TV3 Sports saying so long from South Paris. Good night.